FearlessDisease.
Held a walkout ceremony for Chief Pamela Smith, who's set to officially resign from the department at the end of the month. This send-off comes just 2 years into her term as chief. She spoke to a group of officers and D.C. leaders before exiting the building to say goodbye to her leadership team. Alongside Mayor Bowser appointed Executive Assistant Chief Jeff Carroll to serve as the interim leader of the MPD. He has over 2 decades of experience on the force.
Well, Michelle Smith.
I like a man. I don't know why she acting like that. She hugged like a man. But you know that was nice of me to say, man. But his honesty is very honest. FearlessDisease fam. Today we expose the truth they hate to hear. Like right now, if you are ready, as you see, Chief Pamela, the walkout ceremony. She is leaving the office by only being in office for a couple of years. A lot of scrutiny has gone against her. And I don't know if it's warranted. I don't know if it's needed. I don't know if it's truthful. I don't know if they're lying. But she's been getting a lot of trouble the last few years. Maybe because she doesn't know what to do with D.C. A lot of drugs. Most of it's not a good place to live. And I do have some gripes about having women in leadership roles like that. But hey, don't want to get in too much trouble. Let's go and continue this video, see what's going on.
This resignation was announced just days before federal lawmakers criticized her leadership. A report from the House Oversight Committee accuses her of coercing officers to manipulate crime data. And then just yesterday, the D.C. Council sent a letter to Smith demanding answers about MPD's work with federal immigration agents. Our Washington, D.C. reporter Felicia Ashley following this story for us live from the district. Felicia, what'd you find out?
There's no shot.
Right, well, the timing of this letter is odd, being that the chief is set to leave in just a matter of weeks. But the council claims that it's because all of D.C. still deserves to get this information. Every member of D.C. City Council signed on to a letter calling on Chief Pamela Smith and the MPD to respond to questions about the department's involvement in immigration enforcement and allegations that it manipulated crime statistics. No one from the council responded to our request for an interview today, but I did speak to the Deputy Mayor for Public Safety, Lindsay Appiah. We stand behind.
You can't do that. You're falsifying documents, ma'am. You're lying. You know you can't do that, man. I know you a sister and you thought you would be able to get into there and you can't. I know you want to do a good job, but you can't lie on a document, especially when it comes to this ICE situation. Americans, I know you've seen on certain videos that you think that Americans do not care about ICE. Americans love ICE. They want to get the illegals out of here, immigrate them, put them on a boat, put them on a plane, get them out of America. And when you lying about them numbers, you know Trump ain't gonna deal with that, man. Come on, man. You're making us look bad out here. Come on, man.
Behind the integrity not only of the chief, but of our department.
The deputy mayor and Navy Yard neighborhood commissioner, Marquita Bryant, had different perspectives on the council's request.
We think that's actually the proper place versus we understand in the district that Congress does oversight and we have a lot of different entities we answer to. But we don't have a problem with answering questions from the council, from the residents or otherwise. That's who we serve, is the residents of the District of Columbia.
Do you think there are questions that need answers?
I think the council has to dig into their own due diligence first.
Nah, man, let's go back to that other young lady, man. Come on, man. A whole bunch is a lot of BS, man. I know you're trying to save face for the camera, but it sounds like a lot of BS. Come on, man. If you have certain information, you're saying that you're not scared to show it or anything like that. Come on, man. I say this because I get tired of certain people being in certain levels of responsibility and thinking that we as American people are stupid. We're not stupid, man. And obviously the government is not stupid. And then, you know what, keep on.
I think prior to those questions should have been asked. I do have a thought of why is this happening now once she is retiring.
For her part, Chief Smith came out firing at critics during a public send-off outside the police department Friday afternoon.
She went off.
Let's be really clear about one thing.
Oh.
Never would I, never will I ever compromise my integrity for a few crime numbers. I said it and it's on the record. Never would I compromise my love for God, the faith that I had in this city.
No, you going too far. Why you throw God in there? See, she's trying to get the emotion of people. But people like to stand up whenever see, I guess, a quote unquote, strong woman stand up and start raising the octaves in their voice and saying, never will I. Act like Celie from Color Purple, trying to get that look in their eye. Like, I'm strong and I know I can, if I say it with a certain figure in my voice, I could be able to sound like strong to the people. Man, they ain't trying to hear all that. You probably did. I don't know. We may not know the truth until, the evidence, shown to us. But maybe you did. Maybe you didn't. I believe you're innocent until proven guilty. But you can't go this hard on the last day of your I know you want to be seen with everybody and all that, and it's a walkout ceremony, but sometimes it is 2 and 2 together. If you're only retiring after only a couple years, and then it's showing that they're saying that you had manipulated some data, especially when it comes to the ICE data, the coordination of that is a little bit different, because that's like I said, it's big on ICE right now. So you're retiring, then the stats are a little bit off. Never
would I compromise my integrity. Never would I compromise 28 years in law enforcement for a few folk who couldn't stand to be held accountable.
The council letter requires the department to respond within 3 weeks, and since Chief will be gone by then, this could fall on the interim chief, and so his response could give an idea and some insight into how he plans to lead the department. For now, reporting live from the DC Bureau, Felicia Ashley, 7 News.
Appreciate you, Ashley, but we don't know. We're gonna see when the results come out. But the main point of this video is just seeing that that just because you leave in the office and you think that you can get away with certain things, you may not have got away with them. Not saying that she's guilty, but two things putting together in the way that she has to get real loud and actually try to stand up and say that I didn't do it. It's usually a tall tale. If you didn't do it, you don't have to get that loud and be that passionate about it, but we don't know. Like I said, I'm on her side. I believe in innocent until proven guilty, but the truth will come to light. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Smash that like. Tap the next video on the screen as you see here, subscribe, and hit that bell. CashApp FearlessDisease is always in the description if you are rocking with the movement. See you on the next one. Stay rich, stay fearless.